Okay, Coach, we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set, 180. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Switch. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Mayfield looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, check. Mike 50.
Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Mike 50. Kings. Let's go one more. Watch safety creep. Watch.
2nd down, Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Let's go.
Real.
Check 6 guys.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, zoom.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
13 yards on the play.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Mike, 180.
55. Set the tone, defense.
Alert.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Bang. Mike, 55. Check, 55.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50. Squeeze, double.
Mayfield down from the 50. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Real.
Mike, 55.
Hey, alert.
Eat.
First down, Mayfield. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
180.
Check, 55 to Mike. Watch the run.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Set. 180.
Let's go.
Hey, alert 33.
Check.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. Seibert's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Second and 9 now from the 21.
Regular. Kings.
Watch the shift.
Mayfield now. Oh, he stays up. And an alley to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Get that! Like 20. 58, come on. Monday.
On 2nd down now, it's Peterson. Adrian Peterson, 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Adrian Peterson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Browns 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
It's a gain of 6.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Here's Mayfield, and he's got his man. That's Landry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Mayfield now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A give right side now to Hunt. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Mayfield caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it here with Hunt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Odd. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Watch twist. Check 4. Jam him.
Here's Hunt. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
66.
A give to Peterson out of the gun. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Able to hit his tight end, Grimble. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Roethlisberger completes it to Dixon. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Roethlisberger throwing complete to McDonald, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting them first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
77.
58, right?
Hey, Delta.
Mike, 58, right there.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. Hey, let's get in them holes.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Landry now on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Hey, what's the ball? Hey, check Mike.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to air one out. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll get... It's back down to about the 12-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Snickers. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They run. Peterson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. Roethlisberger will throw. Taken in by Switzer on the left side. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Alert, alert. 53 to Mike. 53.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Let's go, baby.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Black 5. 53, Mike. Mike, I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know what they have.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 53. Let him know, let him know.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On 2nd down, Clement. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Black 80.
Check 53, Mike. Let's go, defense.
Show that bench release and go.
And here we go.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. 53.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 9 there on a 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 29-yard line.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
33.
To throw, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down. Let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 39-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Alert, 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 alert.
55.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 31, Mayfield looking left sideline, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Back to you.
Alert, 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 alert. Watch out.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
March 50, March 50, March 50. I'm coming after you.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing, Mayfield will buy some time right, and that is incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Seibert able to knock this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Here we go,
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's keep moving. 44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Roethlisberger. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
22 and 44.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'm here all day.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he finds McDonald. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Big gas.
Hey, alert.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Black 20. 50.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
On 2nd down, Peterson. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
You'll forgive me if I get excited about what we just saw there, won't you? I know I'm supposed to be neutral here, but those were terrific plays back-to-back defensively. They know what the mission is. They've got to force a punt here if they want to have a chance to win the game.
They absolutely do. Steps 1 and 2 done. Now they need this 3rd step.
White 80.
Check 53. Mike. Come on.
Black and third.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. A short one into the hands of Grimble, the tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43.
It's a gain of 10.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Snickers, got to spin.
53.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? On 2nd down, it's Hunt. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Good. 220.
Watch it, there's a corner now.
Hurry.
He can run for it, and he will. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Alert.
55's Mike, guys, 55. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Mayfield to throw it this time. Steps away to his... Oh, no, he lost the football. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Hey, alert 33.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And a short gain down to about the 33. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mayfield keeps it himself.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the 1st down.
At the 33-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick, and the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Check 52.
Loco!
They start the drive with Peterson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
44.
50.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short.
Check 50. Check 50.
Alert!
Check 53's Mike. Check 53.
Roethlisberger to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Black 20.
53. Here we go. Tight dog.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Steelers, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else, in their sanity as they move to 4-6. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.